Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? I am so fucking tired. Hi, guys. It's Ashley, and today I'm sorry. I am so dead. But today I'm going a little bit outside my zone, and we are going to be talking about the Mr. Beast and the Extra Emily situation going on. I don't know if it happened recently. I don't know if it happened in the past, but it's every other video on my TikTok feed, and I know a little bit about it. So let's talk about it. All right. So apparently, Mr. Beast, and I think it was about like what 30, 50 streamers, right? He invited 50 streamers onto one set, and he created all of these streamers, rooms, their backdrops or whatever. And obviously, this costs a lot of time, and obviously, this costs a lot of money. We're talking millions, right? So he spent all this time and all this money. He invited all these streamers, and I think he was doing it. He was popping in to all of these rooms, with all these streamers, and it's looking like he's going around the world in one day, seeing all these streamers and going in their feed. And I guess in the middle or in the beginning, or he wasn't done yet. Um, one of the streamers called Extra Emily, she decided to go live, right? And I'm also assuming that the other streamers, when MrBeast was coming up, or before he came up, they were also live, right? I don't know the schedules and the technical and everything, but she went live when she wasn't supposed to go live, right? All right, that was the big and then she started walking around. That's what gets me, right? Like if you go online, like let's say like right now, I'm live. I'm stagnant, right? You can only see me and my backdrop and whatever, right? But she started walking around like with her crew. See, that's this. And according to Extra Emily, and I think I just saw like a recent response she just made, either yesterday or today, and she was like, they told me I could go live. They told me I could walk around after 10 minutes, like they told me I could do this. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. Um, if everyone does it, all right, then that's on production. Obviously everyone got the wrong intel, right? But only you did that, and only you fucked up. So that's the miscommunication there. All right, and the other thing is, I think I saw like on one of the streams MrBeast was doing his thing with this prank. Everyone had like their own crew or whoever's normally in their stream and whatnot, right? How you gonna walk around like you own the building with like 4 or 5 other people? And then you have like the little tripod, like this is your show. It's not your show. Stay in your cubicle. Stay in your room. Look, if it was me, I'm not going live till they tell me to go live. And I'm not getting out of my spot till they tell me to go home or to get out of my spot. Like she was running her own show. And I don't know. But here's the thing, MrBeast was like, you ruined this. And there was a leak because obviously everyone, the other streamers got affected, because in their chats they're like, no, this isn't a backdrop, what, no, and they're probably freaking out like what's going on. And it was just a whole kerfuffle. And obviously she is getting a lot of hate. She's saying she doesn't want to stream anymore, da 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 da. And I feel that hate is hate. Nobody's gonna like hate. And me and my 8 subscribers, I can't only imagine how much work and everything I have to do to get as many as her. So obviously she's been working hard to get where she is. But this, it was a big fucky wucky. See, and here's the thing. I wish I could like elaborate more on this, but that's really all I know. Like I know of MrBeast. My daughter likes the Feastables. Who, everyone knows, MrBeast, or most of the population does. I don't really watch any of his videos, but I never heard of Extra Emily before, but I heard of her now. And I always like to say, or whoever likes to say it, any attention is good attention, whether it's bad or good. And I think I saw on the stream where she was, was talking about the situation. She was getting more followers, so I guess she got what she wanted at the end of the day. Um, but yeah, I feel like that's really it. Short ass video. I really have no other thoughts on this, and I want to go to bed. So that is that. Bye bye.